Have you ever noticed that your legs just don't feel as strong as they used to? Maybe climbing the stairs leaves you winded, or standing up from a chair feels heavier than it once did. It's easy to chalk it up to age, but what if I told you that some of the foods you eat, especially the sweet ones, might be quietly draining your strength? That's right. Sugar doesn't just affect your waistline or your teeth. It can actually play a big role in how strong and steady your legs feel. You see, as we move into our 60s and beyond, maintaining muscle isn't just about looking fit. It's about keeping your independence, staying active, and doing all the things you love without feeling like your body is slowing you down. But sugar, sneaky as it is, has a way of stealing energy from your muscles, leaving you weaker and less steady over time. And the tricky part, it often shows up in foods you'd never suspect. One of the first traps is what I like to call the morning sweetness surprise. Picture this. You start your day with a flavored yogurt, a bowl of cereal, or even a muffin because you think it's light and convenient. But behind that cheerful packaging and healthy branding, many of these foods are loaded with hidden sugar. Instead of fueling your muscles, they cause a spike in blood sugar followed by a crash. And when your blood sugar drops, your legs feel heavy, your energy dips, and you might even notice your balance isn't what it should be. Over time, this constant roller coaster can chip away at your muscle strength. If you've ever felt tired mid-morning even after breakfast, there's a good chance this sugar trap is part of the reason why. Another sneaky culprit hides in drinks. Many people think of soda when they think of sugary beverages, but the truth is, fruit juices, sweetened teas, and even those healthy sports drinks can pack in more sugar than you'd imagine. A tall glass of orange juice, for example, can have as much sugar as a can of soda. And while juice may seem better because it's from fruit, without the fiber that whole fruit provides, it floods your system with sugar all at once. This not only stresses your blood sugar levels, but also contributes to inflammation that weakens your muscles and joints. Your legs, which carry you every day, feel that strain the most. Choosing water, unsweetened tea, or simply enjoying whole fruit instead makes a world of difference. And here's the thing. It's not about never enjoying something sweet again. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And food is part of that joy. But being aware of these hidden traps gives you the power to make better choices, ones that keep your legs strong and steady for years to come. Imagine walking into your next family gathering with energy to spare, keeping up with your grandkids at the park, or tackling that hill on your morning walk without feeling like your legs are made of lead. That's what happens when you shift away from these sugar pitfalls and start fueling your body with what it truly needs. Now let's keep going, because the sugar traps don't stop at breakfast or in your glass. One of the most surprising places sugar hides is in those so-called healthy snacks. You know the ones I'm talking about. The granola bars, the protein bars, even crackers that advertise being whole grain. They look harmless, they feel like a better option than cookies or candy, and sometimes the packaging even has words like natural or organic. But if you flip them over and read the label, you'll often find a sugar content that rivals a candy bar. And the problem is, you don't just eat them once in a while. For many people, these snacks sneak into the daily routine, slowly feeding the muscles a steady drip of sugar that wears them down over time. Here's why that matters. When your body takes in too much sugar, it creates what scientists call advanced glycation end products, AGEs for short. Think of AGEs like little bits of sticky residue that build up in your muscles and joints. Over the years, they make your muscles stiffer, less flexible, and weaker. That's part of why your legs might feel achy, or why your recovery after a walk or some gardening takes longer than it used to. It's not just age, it's what sugar is quietly doing behind the scenes. Cutting back on those disguised healthy snacks and swapping them for something with protein and fiber, like a handful of nuts or cheese with fruit, can make a real difference. Another sugar trap that catches a lot of people off guard is in condiments and sauces. Think about ketchup, barbecue sauce, salad dressings, even pasta sauce. You don't think of these as sweets, but a few tablespoons can pack in teaspoons of added sugar without you even realizing it. And because they're often eaten with starchy foods, like bread, potatoes, or pasta, that sugar gets absorbed even faster, giving your body an even harder time. The result? More inflammation, more stress on your leg muscles, and a higher chance of fatigue. You might notice it as feeling heavy after dinner, or lacking the pep to get up and move around after a meal. Choosing lower sugar condiments, making simple homemade versions, or just using them more sparingly can really lighten the load on your legs. It's worth remembering that sugar doesn't attack overnight. It's sneaky. It shows up in everyday foods you wouldn't think twice about, and over months and years, it slowly erodes the strength that keeps you steady on your feet. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. Even small swaps in your daily meals create ripple effects. Less sugar means better balance, more energy in your stride, and more confidence when you're moving about your day. It's not about giving up joy, it's about giving your body the chance to thrive. There's one more sugar trap that often slips through the cracks, and it's one that feels especially comforting. I'm talking about desserts that sneak their way into your evenings. Now, don't get me wrong. Having a sweet treat now and then isn't the problem. The issue comes when dessert becomes a nightly ritual, something you lean on for relaxation or as a reward at the end of the day. A bowl of ice cream, a slice of pie, or even a couple of cookies may seem innocent. But when sugar is a steady guest at your dinner table, it quietly steals from your muscles while you sleep. Here's why that matters for your legs. Overnight is when your body repairs and rebuilds muscle. If your blood sugar is spiking before bed, your body spends more energy fighting to bring those levels down instead of focusing on recovery. That means your muscles, including those in your legs, don't get the repair time they need. Over months and years, this habit chips away at strength. You might notice it as stiffness in the morning, or feeling like you need more effort just to get moving after you wake up. When sugar is running the show at night, your body misses out on the deep repair that keeps your legs strong and flexible. But here's the encouraging part. When you cut back on those nightly sugar habits, your body thanks you quickly. You might notice better sleep, more energy in the morning, and legs that feel lighter, steadier, and more dependable. Instead of a sugar-heavy dessert, you could try something simple like berries with a dollop of yogurt, or even a piece of dark chocolate. It satisfies that craving without robbing your body of its chance to restore itself. Small choices like this may not feel like much in the moment, but they add up to real strength over time. And that's the heart of it. Sugar has a way of stealing from us quietly, through breakfast foods, drinks, snacks, sauces, and those late-night desserts. But every time you choose differently, you're giving your legs and your whole body the gift of strength, stability, and freedom. Imagine being able to walk longer without fatigue, climb stairs with confidence, or even dance at a wedding without worrying about losing your balance. That's what these little changes lead to. Moments of joy and independence that you absolutely deserve. So as you think about your next meal or snack, pause for a moment. Ask yourself if what you're about to eat is fueling your muscles or draining them. That small awareness is where the transformation begins. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Each swap, each smarter choice, is like depositing energy into your body's savings account, and the returns are strength, vitality, and years of active living. If you found this message encouraging, I'd love to hear from you. Share your own experiences with sugar or the changes you've made that helped you feel stronger. Your story might inspire someone else watching today. And if you'd like more helpful tips like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Together, we can build a community of strength, health, and encouragement at every age. Here's to living with energy, confidence, and legs that carry you everywhere you want to go. Because your best years are not behind you, they're right here, ready for you to enjoy.